in June Lake, which is just north of Mammoth, people are snowed in and without power. This was the scene this morning with snow piled up in the parking lot as high as the cars.
And we're now joined by CBS LA reporter Kristine Lazar, who is in June Lake with her family for the holiday. And Kristine, you guys are snowed in. Obviously, the first thing is, are you guys okay? How are you doing? And what's the power situation right now?
Yes, thankfully we are okay. We are trying to make memories out of this. And, you know, I have Southern California kids who are not used to snow like this at all. We're used to man-made snow on our mountains or maybe like a light dusting. This has been something my kids have never seen. I haven't seen it since I worked in Wisconsin at my first job. That is how much snow we've seen. It has just been coming down. It hasn't really stopped. As a result, several trees went down and that caused the power to go out. So the power went out yesterday afternoon. We've been without power for more than 24 hours. We're being told it might come on overnight, but it might not be until Sunday. So as a result, we've been using flashlights and candles and just trying to get by. Everybody's just trying to stay in a good mood, but there have been some treacherous driving conditions. We came up yesterday morning trying to get ahead of the storm. We were planning a ski vacation up here. And unfortunately, a lot of people came up and they were not prepared. They didn't have chains on their tires. They didn't have, four-wheel drive. So a lot of cars spun out and they were forced to close the 395, which is the only way in and out of June Lake. June Lake is just past Mammoth. And so we were stranded on the side of the road for about 4 hours until CHP was able to escort us over. We were lucky. We had food and water in the car. My husband's from Indiana and he's been snowed in before. So he was very adamant that we were prepared and I'm happy for that. And we've just been cooking by flashlight and trying to get by. We're gonna try to maybe stream a movie and use one of our phones as a hotspot. But it is a treacherous up here. So if you are not planning on coming up and you just want to see snow, this is not the right time because the plows are hard at work, but the ski mountain up here, June Mountain, has not been able to open because there's just been so much snow. We also had an avalanche warning, so obviously that makes conditions dangerous for Mammoth and June Lake. We're hoping things start to open up tomorrow because we're supposed to get a break in the storm and some sun. So we're hoping that our ski vacation will finally turn into a ski vacation tomorrow. But up until then, we've just kind of been hunkering down and trying to make the best of it.
Well, it's a Christmas to remember for you and your husband and your 3 kids. But how are you staying warm, too, with no power?
Well, thankfully, our heat in our cabin is gas. So we have gas, we have hot water, we have warmth. They've been trying to run, like the general store up here was open with a generator. So people were able to go in and we bought some pasta. I'm making pasta tonight. It was mac and cheese for lunch. So not very gourmet. And we bought some candles and we've just tried to get by that way. There was one restaurant that was open up last night with a generator and there was like 100 people in there. Today there's like a little food truck that's been open. So people are just trying to eat what they can and hope that the power turns on tomorrow. I've seen a lot of crews working. There's plows that are trying to do their best, but they go through and plow and within an hour, they have to do it again. There's also really strong blowing snow that makes it really uncomfortable. And, if you're outside for more than a few minutes and you don't have your face all the way covered up like this, you start to get, like that little frost burn on your face. So it does not feel like California here. It feels like what it was like at my very first job in Wisconsin. And my husband says it feels like Indiana, but we're in California.
Well, certainly a lot to handle, and it looks like you guys are handling it the right way, at least so far. Kristine, I appreciate you so much for giving us some time today, and obviously wishing the best for you and your family as you guys sort of brace through all of this.
Bake some famous
cookies. Merry
cookies.
Christmas to you guys and all of our viewers, and I hope everybody stays warm. And, I know people are dealing with a lot with the weather, but hopefully everyone's safe.
Thank you, Kristine.
Thank you.